I come from South Africa, you know, and we have one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world. 5 minutes away from where I grew up is where my cousins currently stay, my little nephews stay, you know what I'm saying? An uncle of mine was killed just a block away from that, you know, a couple of years ago, just going to go buy milk and he got killed for his phone. Okay, they actually don't think I can rap because I just come from Ambitious Entertainment, and at Ambitious Entertainment, like the CEO telling me like, yo bro, you rap too much.
Your decision to join Ambitious, was there no dissenting voices?
Oh, there were. Yeah, we're doing a couple of shows. He's telling us that these shows are pro bono. They're just promotional. And then you're hearing from promoters on the side, like, you know, or from other artists, like, yo man, like we paid you guys X amount for that. It's like, what, you guys paid? And I went to go do that show for free.
The fight with Casper.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about it.
Let's go.
God dang it.
Yeah.
So what happened? What went wrong?
Ash, I lost. I don't know what you want me to say.
First kiss. Where was it? Do you remember? How was it?
Yeah, I remember. It was at my place.
My nigga.
She had a boyfriend.
Word!
At the time, too. I don't want to go to court and get arrested for like a bag of dank. I've been to court and in and out of jail cells for having like a bag. You know, my grandmama in Luanda said, "Mi casa, tua casa." That's Portuguese. My home is your home, you know?
I don't even know what that means, man, but that shit sounds nice, though. You guys like choking? A giant, humongous thank you goes out to our sponsors, Eric Winery. You guys are amazing. They have a wide range of wines, but on this episode, we'll be drinking this bad boy, Infinity Red Blend. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Shiraz. It's got blackcurrant, raspberry, and plum aromas supported by hints of vanilla and spice. The overall balance between these three varietals offers a balanced combination of both fruit flavors from Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz, with Merlot adding a layer of smoothness, making it a wine that is both approachable and age-worthy. All right, in case you're wondering, what could I possibly serve this wine with, Tkay? Well, don't you worry about it. Because of its diverse profile, Infinity Red Blend can be served with roast chicken and vegetables, grilled steak, lamb dishes, beef stew, hard cheeses, mushroom, risotto. And if you want to go grab a bottle or two for you and your friends and whoever, you can get a bottle of Infinity Red Blend at any Cephalana liquor store, any Pick and Pay liquor store, and any Forbes liquor store. Don't say I didn't tell you. You go get yourself a bottle of Infinity Red Blend. Gap City B-Dub, Africa, the rest of the world, what's going on? And welcome to another episode, a very special episode of the Juice 2.0. I appreciate you so much. Returning subscriber, you guys are amazing. You already know you got a very special spot in my heart. If you haven't subscribed, yo, do the right thing. Click subscribe, let the family grow. Today we're coming to you all the way from ICON Barbershop in the airport junction next to F&B, rather opposite F&B, upstairs next to the casino. Big shout out going out to them for allowing us to do our thing here. It's a barbershop conversation, so you already know it's gonna get lit. Today's episode is a very special episode. I spoke to the wife. Great stuff, amazing stuff. They're in the land, the blue, black, and white. Plus 267, baby. Coming all the way from across the border, South Africa, and very greatly represented. I need you to put your hands together for rapper extraordinaire, artist of note. He's a father. He's a husband. He's a lot. Ladies, yeah. Hey, chicks magnet this one. But you know what? He knows how to control himself. So don't even put nothing in the comment section because he won't work. It won't work, right? But I'm just trying to tell you, man, like I got some of the finest coming out of South Africa here on the Juice 2.0 to just chill with us and have a great time. I need you to put your hands together for Ricardo, Priddy Ugly. Wagwan. Ba, ba, ba.
What's up, my G?
Oh, should we do it like this? Yes, sir.
It's been a while since I said that.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
And I hate y'all for that.
Yo, damn.
I hate y'all for that.
Yeah, me too.
I'd always tune in like, yes, sir.
That's crazy. You never know who's tapped in, bro. We've received that so much while we've been out here in Botswana. Like,
yeah.
When are you guys bringing that back? And it's like,
yeah.
Damn.
Are you trying to bring it back?
You know, we've been trying.
Yeah.
And I guess it was so easy to be consistent with it back then because like it was COVID, lockdown.
COVID stuff, yeah.
We're home all the time, you know?
Right.
And in as much as me and Buntle are like a couple and we're together, you know, a lot, we're also not together a lot. So often she's doing her own thing, I'm doing my own thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, and at the time I was editing the stuff. I was shooting, we were shooting the things, and it's just like, yes, I just haven't found time. And it's not even about finding time. I haven't made enough time, and that's my bad. I apologize to all of you guys.
Oh, you better apologize.
Yeah,
oh, you better apologize. Because B-Dub was invested.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you, man, like people loved what you guys represent, right? You guys represent love, at least in my opinion. Yeah. You represent resilience. You represent a balance between work in an industry where you would agree, man, like relationships are not supposed to work, whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
Like relationships are not supposed to work, but you guys make it work. So I think people get invested for that kind of stuff.
For sure.
But what was your most favorite moments doing that?
Gee, dog, we had so much fun doing that, bro.
And y'all laugh a lot, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man. It's just like... Man, it's like, that's like, we literally were bringing you guys into like our home. Literally, that's not a rented property.
Right,
that's like, so if the kitchen is not tidied up or what, it's like, it's because people live here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we're actually here. We got a child. We got cereal in the bag.
Right.
This is our real life. And that's kind of what we go through in the household. You know, me and B are laughing all the time. She always comes at me for laughing at her. And I'm always like, yo, dude, I'm not laughing at you.
You're laughing with her.
I'm laughing with you. You know what I mean? I'm excited about you, you know?
Right. Hey, yo.
So it's like, that's really, you guys got a real taste of it, you know? But we shared so many dope moments on that, man.
Yeah.
I think I did things that we had never done. I mean, we got, it also like kind of brought back like, you know, the childlike puppy love in us again, you know, like playing games and like a drinking competition, a truth or dare. So there was like, I don't think there's one specific moment
that you...
No, but we did a lot, dog. I mean, we revealed our child on that platform.
Dude, I was like, oh.
Geez, yeah.
Dude.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? We spoke about personal things on that platform.
Yeah.
It's crazy because like when we just started it, we wanted it to be like a platform where we just come and speak and have fun and just like say whatever's on our mind. And then it kind of got a bit serious when like everyone was watching.
Dog, the whole continent.
Our aunts, our grandpa, you know, like
even family,
like, yeah. So now it's like, oh, geez, we actually have a social responsibility as well. So we actually need to be very responsible with what we say, which also kind of made it, which took the fun away from it as well, because like everything gets, you know, taken out of context. People take sound bites, you know, and then like
I know a lot
people
about
are not even watching the interview. They're just watching that sound bite. The sound bite trends on Twitter. And it's like, yo, did you guys even watch
Take a look at the whole thing.
Just watch the thing. You guys won't say what, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, we need to take all of those things into consideration.
Right.
When we did it, it's like, it was just off of our phones, bro. So it's like, then it's like, oh, damn, okay, I need to improve on the sound. Okay, cool. The sound. Oh, the camera. And I'll say this, man. I'll say this, you know? Shameless plug. No, not in a bad way.
Okay.
There's a lot of editing styles and tricks that are used on Hamuloi that I've seen a lot of you guys start to use since then.
Mother flippers.
A lot of the same phrases, a lot of the boop, 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 boop,
Talk to them.
boop, boop, boop.
Say your shit.
Say your
yes,
I mean, come on, you guys know where you guys got that thing from,
shit.
you know what I mean? But it's fine, because it's not really about like who did it first. You know?
Right.
You know,
they better pay you though.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Let's get
for
that
me, it's just like, you know what I mean? Just like, give me my 15%
You know
royalty
what I mean,
cut. You know what I mean? But it's all good, yeah.
But that was great moments, man.
Yeah.
Great moments. I had a question, very, very important question that I had, but it just kind of skipped me now. But it's fine. We'll get back to it. We'll just swivel back to it.
For sure.
You're in B-Dub for the first time too?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I heard when I spoke to your wife the other time that she was very glad to be here. She felt it was a very pleasant place to be.
Yeah.
The people are very embracive, and it's a great place. But let me hear it from you.
Yeah, bro. Wow. Such a humble people.
Right.
Such a embracing people.
Yeah.
It's actually the first time I'm in a foreign space.
Okay.
Right? And by foreign, I just mean like not home.
Right.
By home, I mean where I live. So
course.
I'm also considering provinces in South Africa, whatever. I haven't received the type of like reception that we've received in
Dude, everybody
Botswana.
says that about
No, for
Botswana,
real,
bro.
It's everybody's like I feel like it feels like people in Botswana are still driven by like their moral compass, like how we grew up. Like when you see someone in the street, dumedisa, greet, say hello, ask how you're doing,
Right.
introduce yourself, you know?
Right.
South Africans, I'm not saying it doesn't exist in South Africa. I'm saying like, in a lot of spaces, especially like in suburban spaces now, when we live in gated communities, like, these kids are walking past and they're not greeting, it's just like, you used to get smacked by, by your neighbor.
Of course.
Go Soweto for not doing that kind of thing. Or your grandmother would know about it. You know what? And how do then your grandmother's dealing with you. It's like, why are you not greeting?
Why are you not
so
doing that?
Like,
They were trying to teach us something.
You know what I'm saying? So like people here still have that,
that's beautiful.
I mean, bro,
dog.
people have been, I need to commend a guy named Matthew.
Matthew.
Shout out to Matthew.
Shout out Matthew.
Yeah. Shout out Matthew because like, bro, he's been so supportive. He's been so helpful. Me and my wife were speaking about it, like, man, we don't know actually what we would have done
Without Matthew?
If we didn't meet Matthew, because like we think about everything, like the SIM card, they're like traveling, it's
small
like,
things, right?
Small things
Small
like that. It's
things.
like damn, it's like we thought like in SA everything's an Uber away, whatever the case is. You know what I mean?
Right.
Obviously you guys have your own taxi hailing service out here, you know.
Yeah.
But like. We just thought it was just going to be so easy. It's like home. It's like, and then getting here, it's like, my phone is not working. The Wi-Fi is down. This is like,
suddenly
geez,
you need somebody who can help.
You need somebody,
right,
and now we're
right.
going to the event, Maubani, and it's like, damn, we need security. We didn't think we'd be like so recognizable here.
Yeah.
It's like, man, everybody.
I saw a video. You took a selfie video of you in front of like a crowd of people, mostly ladies, for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? But I was like, yo, man, where's this guy's security, bro?
Yeah,
Not to say Botswana are
but that's what's so beautiful about Botswana. Even in as much as like it felt like, we need security, but the security wasn't because people were trying to harm us.
Right,
it's just because like people are just so embracing. It's like, guys, okay, we're actually trying to get to the next spot. And it's just like 2 minutes away and it's taking us an hour to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that.
And we have people waiting on us. There's people accompanying us. We got to stop for every single person, which we will do every single time, you know? But it's like security for those kind of things, It's actually warming that like, we didn't feel like threatened at any point.
That's beautiful. You don't got to worry about anything in B-Dub. Trust me.
You're right. I love that, you know? And as a father and as a married man, it's like security for me is like...
It's everything.
It's everything.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Right?
Oh, we got a whole hour.
But when I'm speaking about like, when we arrive at this event, it's crazy because like when you see me taking those videos with the fans, Nick Cannon is playing. All right?
Nick Cannon is playing!
Nick Cannon is in the background. And it's
Has
crazy
he
because
fathered
like...
a few other kids?
Yeah.
Has he done it? Please say he's done it. Please say he's done it. The brag must continue. You know what I mean?
Yo, shout out Nick. Shout out Nicholas. But it's crazy because I actually had to like, shout out to Wild. Like I grew up on Wild Style.
Same.
And Wild and Out, love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as Nick, we're moving from one side of the stage to the other side of the stage, and they asked us to move through the front of the stage, right?
Dope.
And now Nick is, he's right in the middle of his set. And we're walking past there, and like now people are screaming, and they're screaming for me and Buntle as we walking past, right? And I needed to be like to people like, yo, like please don't take the attention away
from Nick. You
know what I'm saying?
Because you guys are in the habit of doing that. Shameless mother
no, because
flippers.
he might, other people take it offensively. I'll be honest in saying that, like, and just digressing from that a little bit, like me and Buntle, like it's been hard for us to attend weddings now, family weddings,
right?
To go to church or go to a funeral because we stepped into a place which is love and we appreciate every... Yeah, and it's like, guys, we're at a funeral. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't it be crazy if you had a funeral and people start screaming for you?
Bro, it's happened. It happens, bro.
Like what?
One of my uncles, a military man, wise man,
Right.
Charlie, he passed away a couple of years ago.
Oh, sorry about that.
His soul is resting in peace. We're at his funeral. And like I said, military man. So we're at his funeral. It's the military that's there.
Right.
Everyone is on, and I'm walking past there and we have people standing up. It's a military funeral. You need to understand, when I say military, it's disciplined. Everything has order.
Yeah.
Like you don't come and make a chamorte,
Right,
you know?
right.
And people are cheering. I saw it has the people there looking at me and saying, who is this kid?
Oh my God.
You know, because they don't know who I am. So it's like, now my father had to get addressed about that. Like, yo, man, like,
what's good?
yo,
Yeah.
you know, there needs to be order here. You can't come here and cause commotion. You know, so people don't think about things like that. Yeah, I mean,
Right,
I mean,
right.
just a couple of days ago, rest in peace, my auntie Sipati, who passed away just, you know,
Rest
a
in
couple
peace.
of days
Sorry
ago.
about that too. Yeah.
And we were home, and love to the family. Just before we came to Botswana, the night before we came to Botswana, we went past the house,
Right.
and you know, paying our respects. Her funeral was the next day.
Right.
As a result, her coffin is in the house. You know,
Right.
the elders are having a meeting. You know, and you know, we walk through, like, we don't disturb. We're like, okay, they're in the meeting. Let's just go to the next room. You know, the living room and dining room. Now it's my aunts. You know, and aunts we haven't seen in a while. Oh, you know, how are you?
Oh my God.
Please come take picture. You know,
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
and you know, they even asked me, they're like, yo, what's wrong? Like, I always thought, and like, ma,
But yeah, read the room,
I
man.
mean,
Come
read
on.
the room. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but love
It
to
is what it
people
is.
of Botswana.
I think, look, the intention is always great.
Yeah, for sure.
Just people, because we're human beings.
Timing, guys,
Timing
you know?
is always wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
But look, I'm happy to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yo.
to B-Dub.
Thank you, my brother.
Let's get into the music.
Let's go.
Bro, No Plans is a motherfucking beautiful song.
I fucking agree. Thank you, bro.
No Plans.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Take me the creative process. We'll talk about Dust, right? The whole project,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
But No Plans?
Jeez, it's actually so dope that you're asking me about No Plans specifically, because No Plans was the second song that I'd worked on.
Trying to spread some knees and stuff.
You got the lyrics as well. Okay, Tkay. No, I need you
But
to
the funny
understand.
thing is
yeah,
that I text, sorry,
Sure,
I,
no,
I
no.
do this a lot.
Yeah.
I texted my mom, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
we're going to do some spreading of knees tonight.
Yo, I'm trying to see those knees open. Come on.
Open up a little bit.
Oh, jeez, bro. It's like No Plan is very special to me because it's the first song I started working on when I decided that I was working on an album. It's officially the second song I worked on.
Yes.
Just before No Plans, I just had the fight with Casper. I'm sure we'll get to that, right?
Definitely, yeah.
After that, I mean, before that and in between, I mean, I'm training for boxing and whatever. I'm not like in the space of creating music,
Making
you know?
music, yeah.
And even afterwards, right? I'm just not in the mood. And I start the year 2023 off just feeling uninspired, bro. You know, just like not even sure if I really want to do this music thing anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it used to be my peace. It used to be my safe space, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like you need to make music for validation because you need to earn revenue from. I'm not saying that I make music to get validation, you know, but it's like ultimately, you know, I got a family to feed, bro. So it's not just about how I feel and like the type of music I want to
something
release.
you gotta do.
I need to think about like, yo, how is this thing gonna benefit my family? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So feeling mad, uninspired, and just not wanting to create. And shout out to my guy, Her Cut the Lights. Her Cut the Lights is a producer in SA, young producer.
Dope.
He's producing a lot of Black Key stuff. He produces for Maporisa, for everybody, a lot of people. He's doing his thing. Shout out Her Cut the Lights. And he's my boy, you know, I'm with him like a lot. And he just come to see me one day, you know, and he was like, yo, man, I'm not even coming here to work, bro. Let's just like chill out. Let's, you know, I'm just checking up on you as a human being. How are you, my boy? I haven't seen you in a while.
You need
know what I'm
brothers like
saying?
that.
100%, bro,
Yeah.
you know? And we just sat there, we spoke about life and that kind of thing. And he was just like, yo, man, like what, and I was just telling him like, bro, I'm not inspired. I really don't want to really create. He's like, no, it's fine. We don't have to create. And then we just had such a good time just chilling that day, you know? And he's like, yo, man, I'm starting a beat, you know? I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. He's like, yo, and this is how we work, literally. And he's like, yo, man, what are you feeling? And I'll be feeling like, and how I respond is like, the colors that I'm feeling right now are like,
The colors.
yeah, purple and green. Yeah.
That's
Picking
some
colors, right?
weirdly beautiful stuff to
Right?
do, bro.
So I'm like, I mean, I don't know what kind of song I want to make, but I'm like, the colors I'm feeling right now are like purple and green. And he's like, okay, purple and green. And then he'll be like, okay, hard or soft? And I was like, smooth. All right, cool.
Also, no
And
Didi,
so,
right?
So
no,
it's so beautiful how he interprets that. Because like as a normal person, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Purple, green,
how hard, how soft.
like what is, and it's just like,
you got to remember to say no Didi, though.
Yo.
Conversation
No,
between two
Diddy.
brothers.
Yo, pause that. Yo, please.
I got you.
You got me, right? Okay, let's go.
So, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And it's like, and I think in color, you know what I'm saying? And that's even like how we set up the color in the room. You know, we got like some neon lights in the room.
Beautiful.
And the colors that we put on were purple and green. And the song that, you know, the beats that came from that is that. So saxophone, so smooth.
Oh my God.
What is smooth? A saxophone, right?
Yeah.
What colors, you know? And purple and green, I mean, if you mix them together, they almost make like a, I don't even know.
Yeah, like
whatever,
like
imagine the color,
like
right?
a great blend somehow.
Yeah, right? And it's like, and then the beat, and then her came up with the beat. And the first thing I thought about when I was working on the song is just like, yo, I'm thinking about like, yo, man, this song is making me think about Buntle, you know? And
I mean, of course.
yeah.
I mean,
come on, right? I mean, but it'll be an issue if it
however,
wasn't.
You know,
Buntle.
but yeah. Yes.
It was Buntle. And yeah, man, it just made me think about her. It made me think about like rolling a blunt and just speaking to my girl and being indoors and just like kicking it and like having our feet up and like watching our favorite soap
and on
eating
that
some
day,
popcorn.
nobody's busy, right?
Right. You know what I'm talking about? And that's kind of what inspired that song. So shout out to her, Cut the Lights, because after that song was created, the rest of Dust happened.
So I'm trying to go to like the
track list
for lyrics.
Sure, yeah.
Girl, I don't know what's in your plans,
but I know we're going. Yeah. I'm trying to see those knees open. Yeah.
I'm trying to see your knees open. You gotta see my plants.
Yeah.
These are the actual organic stuff. I got some weed growing.
Yeah.
The kind that got no seeds showing.
Yeah. High grade.
Hey, yo.
Come on.
And the way your body's smoking got these trees
choking. I mean, yeah.
It's funny that you put the whole choke in it.
Come on, bro.
You guys like choking? All right,
Pause,
moving right along.
Yeah, no Diddy. Hey. It's a conversation between two men.
Hey, high and our feet floating.
Yeah.
Girl, you dripping, trying to dive into your deep ocean. Swim inside your emotions.
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's in your plans, but we're going.
Yeah.
So, you know why I read these lyrics? I've seen a lot of comments under your music on YouTube.
Yeah.
And one thing is a common denominator. Hey!
Yeah. It's a whore.
Hey!
Now you got it.
Come on, what?
The wine is good.
Come on,
what's the name of this wine again? Come on, the wine is good. Yeah, I mean.
Common denominator,
Sure.
right? Is that people say you are a great lyricist.
Yes, sir.
Do you know that about yourself? Because I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I think I'm currently the reigning lyricist of the years in South Africa, you know, from 2022 and counting, you know. That's actually my first musical award. And I've been doing this 17 years.
Congratulations.
You know? Thank you, brother.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's like an award that I'm very proud of. And it's like, I feel like when I won that award, I intentionally wanted to win an award like that because like people have always downplayed my lyricism. By people, I mean like the general masses, not the people who listen to Priddy Ugly, you know?
Of course, yeah.
Those who listen to Priddy Ugly know like, yo, this guy is a rapper, you know? This guy is a lyricist. This guy
You
is
write
a
so
writer.
well. Your pen game is crazy.
Thank you, bro.
All right, baby girl is calling. It's not time yet.
Yeah, for sure. Yo, bro. Yeah, so I pride myself on my pen, you know? And it was just like, but I get it, you know? Because like at the time, you know, I was dropping like a lot of couples content, you know? I was doing like a lot of influencer work, you know? So that kind of can distract people away from like, you know, the work and the music and the pen.
Right.
So working on the music from 2021 after COVID, you know, it was actually during COVID, you know, when we were working on the Hamuloi stuff, I'm like, oh, the narrative that kept coming up was, you know, when people would, you know, speak about, especially Twitter, you know, Twitter,
yeah, crazy place.
You know, so, yeah, it would just be people like questioning like, oh, you know, talking about, actually, really, it started with my wife. And there was a weird narrative that was happening at the time, and I think she had gone onto Twitter and she was like, yo, man, like say what you guys want to say about Priddy Ugly. If you don't like his music, it's fine. If you don't listen to his music, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? If it's not your preference, that's fine, you know? But to say that he is a whack rapper, like, let's not play each other.
That's not true.
That's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like, objectively speaking and removing my bias, it's not true.
Come on.
And she got attacked for it. And I was like, oh, so my response was
She
not
got
going to
the smoke.
You know what I'm saying? So my response was not going to be, oh, what are you guys? Well, I can't believe you guys are saying this about my wife or whatever. It's like, oh, baby, I appreciate. I wasn't even with her when she tweeted that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I think people think, I was sitting next to her like, yo,
Yeah,
right,
you guys were in bed. And
Please,
she was
please
like,
say something
baby,
nice
say
about me.
something.
Defend me. You know what I mean?
Isn't that oh shit, bro? That's just, so that's the picture of that kind of relationship that you have?
Yeah.
That she could be anywhere else and sees some things and comes over to defend you without you even saying anything
For
about
sure,
it.
bro. I didn't have to have a single conversation with her about it, And I'm with my
Why
team.
do you think she does that? Why do you think she does that?
Because she loves me. You know what I'm saying? And not only because she loves me,
Facts.
she respects me, and we're fans of each other. We were fans of each other before we loved each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before I wanted her as a girlfriend, as a wife, it's like, there was this girl that I was hearing about at school, in high school. Yo, there's this dancing girl named Bunch. I was like, yo, I gotta see her. I need to meet this girl. Then I saw in Jigama, I'm like, oh, she is fire. I gotta go. I want to see this live. And I saw it. It's like, oh, yo, she is crazy,
Yeah.
And we just started speaking on that basis,
What you guys gotta do is have a remake of Jiga Ma Jiga. It's gotta be the both of you.
Come on, right?
You see that right there? With that backstory? Come on.
We gotta give you.
Come on.
We gotta give you some royalties.
No,
on
I'll be
that,
hosting. I'll be hosting.
Come on, let's go.
I'll be hosting.
Let's go,
Hey,
King.
no.
Let's go.
Because that story is beautiful.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that story
Sure.
because then we'll talk about you meeting her, marrying
yeah,
each
we'll get to
other,
that one, yeah.
the Africa,
We're talking about
which
the
is
pin,
what you
yeah.
got a tattoo for.
For sure.
But No Plans is beautiful. I love your music.
Thank you, bro.
A lot of people don't understand your music, and it's just such a shame.
Yeah.
Because there's a gold there that people need to find out. You linked up with Maglera.
Yes, sir. That's my guy.
NTJA'KA.
Come on, I'm with my dog.
Oh man, talk to
Come
me
on.
about that track, dog.
Come on, bro.
Oh man, you gotta be lit, a little bit lit,
Yeah.
or a little bit
Come on. Yeah.
for that shit to really
Come
slap.
on.
It slaps, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're,
Come on.
hey dog,
Come on. Because generally, like I said, like people were questioning the pen, so after Bundy had made that statement about like, yo, my man raps or whatever,
Right.
like you guys are playing, it's like, okay, they actually don't think I can rap because I just come from Ambitious Entertainment, and at Ambitious Entertainment, like the CEO is telling me like, yo, bro, you rap too much. I don't need these raps from you. We need to simplify the music, dumb it down. We need the 3-year-old and the 63-year-old and everyone in between to listen to your music. And that's what's gonna make you a star. But if it's only gonna be your niche group of people who enjoy you for your raps,
feel
you know
you,
what I'm
I feel you.
saying? Then you're gonna stay underrated forever. And so I just come from making music like that, fun music, commercial-esque music, dumbing down my lyrics. It's like, oh, you guys are playing with the pen. And because we had a lot of time at home, it was COVID, like I was like, all right, cool. So I just dropped freestyles on people, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, people are talking about, being the best rapper here and there, whatever. Like, oh, you think you're the best rapper? I'm like, oh, I can challenge you on that.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
So that's kind of the energy I was at. The thing that I was, my phrase at the time is arrepping. So I did that. That was Soil. That was Mad. It won me the Lyricist of the Year award. Now, and that's why I say that award was very intentional because it's like, oh, you guys think I can't rap.
and then
I
you
wanna
had to
rap
prove it.
so
You actually
much
proved it. You
that,
actually
like,
proved it.
They're gonna need to give me this award because if they don't give me this award, it's like, yo, man, you are capping. If you think like I haven't been rapping at the highest
Right,
level for the last
right,
2 years, right? Now I proved that I can rap. It's like, okay, now that we've proven that we can rap, come on, that's not all I can do.
It's got to be more.
I make great music, you know what I'm saying? I want music that people listen to like when they getting ready to go turn up, when they at the turn up, when they chilling at the home, when they with their homies, with their friends, whatever. And that's when I was like, yo, man, I need a street anthem.
You
know
dropped
what I mean?
that shit.
Come on, you know
Oh
what I mean?
my God, bro.
So it's like, yo, so even that song wasn't about proving that I could rap. It was just like, yo, man, Mash Beats. It was the first beat that Mash
Shout out
played
Mash
me
Beats, yeah.
when I started working with Mash. And I remember it was the first beat he played me, and I was like, yo, this one?
No
just
need
put it
to
to the
go-
side.
yeah.
Yeah. No, don't do too much. And he's like, yo, what do I save it as? And I'm like, I don't know. Just call it NTJA'KA.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's literally what I said. I'm like, just call it NTJA'KA, and then I'll get back to it.
Bro, that creative process is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It almost seems like you got it right here on the tip of your...
It's from God, bro, because like someone can be like,
Yeah.
well, how did you, I don't know how I thought, I don't know. And
You're
just,
also quite the spiritual guy. We'll talk about that.
for sure, bro, and I guess I was just referring to all the dudes that were there. Yeah, my dog,
NTJA'KA.
So when Max was like, yo, what, okay, I'm down with this beat.
Yeah,
like,
with-
what must I, I'm like, save it as NTJA'KA, I'll get back to it. I don't know what I want to do to it. We worked on all the other music on Dust. And just as I was wrapping up the album, I was like, yo, man, there's a lot of rapping on this album that's still there, but I'm like, I need to tap in with those songs that are gonna make people like vibe out.
Street
you know what I'm
anthems,
saying?
bro.
Street anthems that are gonna bring people to the lyricism. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people listen to the lyricism and people are afraid to reflect. People are afraid to be shown a mirror of like, because I speak about like the challenges in life,
Yes.
the poor economy, the incompetent, government. Like I address that, and like nobody want to hear that. Most people, it's like, bro,
Everybody on TikTok just trying to dumb down
we're trying to dance.
situations.
It's
and
like,
all
yo, we come from a history of trauma. So it's like the last thing I'm trying to do is listen to the trauma and my problem. That's how like, Southern Africans, we're a dance nation. You know what? We want to dance, we want to forget about our problems, we want to drink, pose this style where, swim nani. We don't want to like, bro, stop making us think. I don't want to have to go open up a dictionary and go read books to understand what you're speaking about. So because I know that I have a lot of that stuff, and because people are also not everybody is like spiritually inclined
to understand what you do.
So they're not really going to understand. So like, what I need to make music also that's going to bring these people, that's going to attract these people to it. And I'm going to put it in the beginning of the album. So when you listen to the album, it's already caught your attention. It's like, oh, cool.
It's late.
Yeah, it's late.
You threw the bait. You threw the bait.
Yeah, I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to NTJA'KA. I sent that to Magdalena Doughboy. I mean, I did the chorus, I did the verse.
How does remind us how the chorus goes, man? Because I'm gonna butcher. I'm gonna butcher it.
I'm like, I said, I'm with my dogs, may aunt, NTJA'KA, a para in a Porsche, pasop for the gatas. You don't want to go to court.
Nope.
For coke.
What?
Or the daga. They popped the homie in a coke.
Okay.
Need a mop. For his
the-
mata, And it was just really speaking, and really what inspired that, bro, is like I grew up in...
Bro, shout out to you for that.
Yo, bless up. Bless up. Because if you're actually listening to what I'm saying, it's actually some sinister stuff. It's like, damn, but like, how do you make something so dark?
I'm wondering right now.
So nice to listen
Like also
to.
like with the tone of your voice.
Yeah.
And the progression.
Yeah.
It's like
Man, NTJA'KA, let's go.
I
You know
feel
what I mean? And just the flipping of different languages. We're moving from like Totita to Afrikaans, to Sotho, to English, to Portuguese, to some Italian. You know what I'm saying?
You speak Angola?
I was born in Angola.
Right.
In Angola. My Portuguese is appalling. I used to speak more fluent Portuguese when I was a kid.
Okay.
Now I speak enough Portuguese to say hi, bye,
Yeah, that happens, bro.
Where's that place at? Direct me. You know what I'm saying? How much is this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you're about to say something really important about the inspiration on that.
Yeah,
on that
so
hook
it's
right there.
like, so I grew up when I moved from Angola, we lived in Soweto.
Right.
And we lived in my grandmother's garage for about 5 years, while my dad was picking himself up because he was in exile for 14
5 years?
Yeah. My father was in exile for 14 years and hadn't seen his family for 15 years, hadn't seen his family, hadn't been in communication with them for years, As a result, people think he's dead, And bear in mind, you're in exile, you leave the country, we're in the middle of what is bound to be, a civil war, you know what I'm saying? And so you're labeled a terrorist, you need to change your name, skip the country, go get military training, to fight for your country. That's what my father was doing.
Right.
And in that time, he was stationed in Angola for a little bit, where he met my mother. They had me. And I guess, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think it was? Missionary?
Come on.
It must have been that stuff.
Also what I heard. I don't know if you guys know Nkomasi.
What is that?
Masi. Masi gang in English. Nkomasi. I don't know. It's also like sour milk. Marero.
Marero. Macheo.
Yeah, macheo. Yeah,
macheo.
you're right. So it's like a type of macheo.
Madila, not macheo. Madila, the milk.
Yeah,
the
right.
milk. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So never mind the brand, right? So it's tradition, like in South Africa. But the Nguni speaking people say, if you want a man, if you want a boy, you must missionary and you must eat a lot of, you must drink a lot of ngomasi.
That's what I'm talking about.
So maybe my parents are on there. Yeah, I don't know, you know. My dad was eating struggle food, you know what I'm saying? So at the time they're eating field mice, so he probably had that, you know what I mean? So bro, so I was born, you know, they made me, and then as soon as we got word of Mandela being released from prison, my father started making plans to come back home. And shortly after that, I was born.
Right.
And then we came back to South Africa. And I grew up in Meadowlands, Zone 9.
Nice.
So going back to NTJA'KA, go Zone 8, there's a video that was trending like on Twitter last year. And it was and I say Zone 8 specifically because it's like 5 minutes away from where I grew up. Is where my cousins currently stay, my little nephews stay, you know what I'm saying? An uncle of mine was killed just a block away from that, you know, a couple of years ago, just going to go buy milk, and he got killed for his phone.
Sorry about that, man.
Yo, bro, it's, you know, it's life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Condolences.
Right.
So the same area, a block away, there's this video that trends at the beginning of last year, and there's some kids just strolling the streets, walking around this surveillance camera, this spaza / tavern, you know?
Yeah.
And guys come there, you know, break in, steal whatever they're stealing, you know, it's a robbery.
Right.
They shoot someone on the pavement and they walk away. They walk out of camera.
Right.
And you see people in camera just walking past, just people looking at
this dead body. Are you kidding me?
Kids just continuing to play, and somebody who works at the store, I'm assuming, comes out with a bucket and a mop and stops mopping the blood before the police come on the scene or whatever, right? So,
well, this is a true story.
This is a true story. The video is online, you know? And Tlantla Lux actually was addressing it in one of like the videos that he was speaking about, when he was speaking about like, yo man, there are killings happening in Soweto on the daily. And people
don't give up.
And people, you know, we become so desensitized to death. Right.
So that's where shoot him in.
So that's where it comes from. So it's just like, yo, man. So it's like, yeah, I'm with my dogs, man. I'm with my dogs. I'm with all my homies, you know?
Yeah.
My dream car is a Porsche, you know, so I dream of like, you know, doing donuts in a Porsche, you know? I don't want to go to court and get arrested for like a bag of dank. I've been to court and in and out of jail cells for having like a bag.
That's a true story?
This is a true story, you know?
How many times, dog?
Yeah, my wife has had to rescue me from from it once or twice, you know.
It's like, baby, how does the phone call go? You're not even making the phone call, right?
Yeah.
It's like, baby, God damn it. You know who you married.
No, one of the times she was with me, actually.
Okay.
And they took me away.
For a bag?
Yeah, for a bag, you know. Obviously now the laws have changed, you know. Now it's not as hectic, right?
Did she cry?
Nah, she didn't. She's a soldier, you know. So she made
which soldier? Which soldier? She's a crier, that one.
I mean, she is a crier, for sure. But in this particular moment,
when she needs to be strong,
she did what she needed to do to get me out, you know, and I got out and still went to Garankuwa to go do a show. Shout out. So shout out to wifey. But that's what the song was addressing, man. It's just like I think I've seen a few people on social media think I was referring to AKA, you know, AKA getting shot in the head. And it had nothing to do with AKA. I wrote that before the AKA thing, you know. But that just speaks to like that this thing happens every day. So I've also seen online where people are like, yo, but you're glorifying gangsterism. I'm like, no, I'm speaking about what happens in our environment. I come from South Africa, you know, and we are one of the highest murder rates per capita in the world.
Oh, that's crazy, dog.
What are you talking about?
That's
you know,
crazy.
these stats that I posted where it says, you know, I'm getting the numbers wrong. Please go back to the tweet. You know, but like on a daily in a South African Kasi, there's at least 100 children that walk past a dead body on a daily while walking to school or walking back, you know? So it's like, that's the environment. And that's not to say that it's dangerous everywhere.
Of course.
It just means that it's not safe everywhere.
You know what I want to applaud you for, though, is to stay and stand your ground with your lyrics and your music. I mean, once in a while you get to do that, right? To appeal to the streets and everything else that's going on.
For sure.
But you just took us through a moment in South Africa, bro. And to know that you're also doing that through your music is marvelous.
Yo, thank you, bro.
That's just, you know what? It's got to be a voice after all, right?
Yeah.
We can't all be ass, and P, you know what I mean? For nothing.
For sure. It's like, you know, on one of the songs, I mean, even on NTJA'KA, then I even go on to say, you know, South is like the Gaza. South Africa is like the Gaza. Ma fran twana yukitsata. You know, my grandmama in Luanda said mi casa tua casa. That's Portuguese. My home is your home, you know.
I don't even know what that means, man, but that shit sounds nice though.
Fana, there's nothing for Mahala. People will turn, you know, will kill you for peanuts.
True story.
You know what I'm saying?
Story.
There's another song on the album where I speak about my sister, you know, took a gun to the chest, you know. It punctured a lung through her flesh. For her phone, she almost plunged to her death. That's not, so I've seen a lot of times that people
all
are
right,
like,
you know what? There's no other lyricist in South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. I will say this right here and I will stand on business. There's no other fucking lyricist in South Africa.
Come on.
But this brother here. Everybody else, y'all messing around. It's cool. You can catch up. It's cool. You can catch up. But fucking Priddy Ugly, bro. What is that, bro?
Tkay said it, so I don't have to say it.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
But that's real life, you know? So I've seen a lot of times people speak about like, yo, Priddy's such a good storyteller. And I'm like, I appreciate that. But these are not stories, bro.
This is real
This is my real life. This is my real life. This is my friend's real life. This is my family's real life. My friends, you know, this is what we go through, you know? So my music is a reflection of that.
How many siblings do you have?
I got 2 older sisters that my father had before meeting my mother.
Okay.
He actually had them before going into exile. So he actually only found out about them when he came back. He's like, oh man, you know?
My nigga.
And then I got a younger sister from my mother and my father. Do me, love her to death. She's like 6 years younger than me.
Right.
And now I got a little brother who's about like 8. Yeah, 8.
Right.
8, 9, yeah.
So you're from Angola.
Yes, sir.
What does Buntle know to say in your language? Does she know anything at all? Because it's irretrievable. Let's find out. What can she say in your language? Your language is what? It's
Portuguese.
It's gotta be Portuguese.
Yeah.
Can she say anything in Portuguese?
I mean, yeah, she can.
You gotta know. Don't cover for her.
Yeah, no, she can. She can. No, she can.
All right, good
Look,
save.
it's not like not phrases. I mean, we went to Angola 2 years ago.
Oh, you finally did.
Yeah, we did, bro. In 2022, myself, Buntle, my mother, and my younger, and my
nice,
daughter,
bro.
went to go see my family. That's how my family had never met Buntle. I had never been back to Angola since I was a child.
So the video that I saw, a conversation that I saw, you guys had not gone yet.
Yeah, we had not gone yet.
So that's why the surprise. I'm like, you guys finally did it.
We actually did. We documented the whole thing. We just didn't drop the episode.
Okay.
And you were saying like, we have a whole bunch of footage that we've needed to make Hamuloi episodes of. And I just have not made the time to do the editing.
What do you imagine she felt about where you come from? It could have been in her gestures, in words she speaks to you about it. What was it for her?
Jeez, she could see that I came from love, bro.
Right.
You know, like we went to the dusty streets of Luanda.
Right.
We don't come from the most privileged environment. And what she saw there was family that loved each other, that were happy to be together. You know, like I grew up where like, you know, you take your plate from the kitchen, I go to the room and I eat my food, you know, because I'm not trying to deal with my pops or whatever, you know what I'm saying? In Angola, like we're having breakfast and bear in mind, like the structure is like this. My grandmother has a house there. She always had a little bit of land, you know, and I guess over the years they've built like back rooms, you know.
Nice.
And all her children, which are my uncles and my aunts, all live on the same property and all their children live there. So it's like, it's a big family. There's at least 15 people in there, right?
That's a big one, yeah.
It's a big one. And we have breakfasts together. We eat together. Ain't nobody on their phones. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for
it's
real?
just like nobody, bro, the kids are playing. And they're not even playing in the streets. Everyone plays, all the kids are playing indoors.
Yeah.
They're safe. You know, I think so Buntle saw that and it's like, man, this is, you could just see that. I mean, one day when I post the footage, I don't even have to speak about it. You see the footage, you see how she felt, man. It's
we're going to love it, bro.
Yeah,
we're definitely going to love it.
Yeah.
Tell me about your decision to join Ambitious, man.
Sure.
Also, this is on the background or the backdrop that a lot of people feel Ambitious is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Right? I've heard it from MT. I had a conversation with MT.
Yeah.
He kind of, he said something about that too.
Sure.
And a lot of other artists, right? Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Your decision to join Ambitious,
For sure.
was there no dissenting voices?
Oh, they were.
There were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like everyone in my corner, everyone around me, thought I shouldn't do it.
Okay.
No, not even. And I said no a few times.
Okay.
And
mind you, this is when KO wants you. This is when Rick wants you.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Shout out. Shout
bro.
out to you, Tkay. Damn, okay. Oh, no, you queued up. All right, cool. So bear in mind, at the time, I'm independent. I just dropped this project called You Don't Know Me Yet. And at the time, I'm struggling to push this thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's gaining me some notoriety. More people are familiar with me now. People are starting to hear about this Priddy Ugly guy. You know, bigger artists start to reach out. Double HP, KO, Riky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's just like, you know, so it's like, okay, people are taking me seriously now, you know? So it's like we just dropped this project, but I'm still performing for free. I'm still not making an income. I'm still struggling to get my stuff played on TV,
I get that.
on radio. It's difficult, you know? And Security. No, we're good. Yeah, bro. And so, you know, people are offering me deals. I'm having to go sit down with KO and his partner at the time, Tabz, hip hop scholar.
Right.
And they were interested in signing me. And I mean, I took Buntle with me to the meeting. And we sat there, we listened to their offer.
Damn, are you guys always doing everything together?
Yeah,
Jesus.
of course, dog. I mean, that's my business partner. You know, that's my life partner. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we go there, we leave the meeting, and we were very happy about the meeting. Like, man, this looks promising. This is like, I'm excited about it. I'm a big fan of KO. At the time, Kid X is my favorite rapper locally. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm excited about that, but I still feel like, man, we can do this independently. I don't want to sign, you know? And when I left the meeting with KO and them, I think I told them, like, yo, man, I'm not really interested in signing right now, but thank you for the, you know,
for the offer,
for the offer. But right now, I think I still want to do this independently. I'm linking up with Riky. You know, I'm playing him my new singles or whatever. He thinks the stuff is fire. I have this record called In the Mood, right? And I want to release a song. Riky loves the song. He wants to hop on it, but he's like, yo, man, I'm in LA right now. Oh, I'm about to leave for LA. When I get back, I'll do the song, right? Riky leaves. He leaves for a while, right? He comes back, and then he kind of gets busy, gets distracted. He doesn't have time to do the song, the record, whatever. And I drop the song. I drop it on my own, you know?
Right.
And it's just not picking up, bro. It's just... And everyone in my circle who's hearing the song is like, yo, bro, it's like, this is fire. This is the hit that people want. Like, what do people want from you, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just struggling. The radio stations are turning down the song or whatever. And I'm, you know, and at the time, my wife was actually in business with Ambitious Entertainment. She was doing some choreography work for them, you know? Right. So as a result, you know, at rehearsals, I'm there with her. I go with her. You know, I'm bumping into the Ambitious team, the artists, whatever. So they kind of see me in the background, whatever. You know what I mean? And then eventually, I guess, you know, the CEO hears about my music or whatever. And you know, he offers me a deal. You know, are you interested in signing? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
I'm
you know?
good, yeah.
It took a couple of months. Like, yo, man, you know, let's have this meeting. Let's sit down. And I said no again. And bear in mind, I've had this In the Mood record out for like the last couple of months. I can't do anything with it.
It's not picking up.
It's not picking up. I have a whole bunch of unreleased music that I can't do nothing with because I'm like, but if In the Mood is not if In the Mood is not opening up the floodgates, this is going to be very difficult. And the Ambitious boss came through. I played him some records of mine and whatever. And he was like, yo, man, for as long as you try and keep doing this on your own and you want to do that independent thing, you're gonna stay being underground. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
But you need someone. He's like, but if you're part of Ambitious, think about it. It's legacy here. We have Java, we have A. Reese, we have MT, Fifi Cooper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, by virtue of you being signed to Ambitious Entertainment, you know what I'm saying?
You're already in it.
You're already in. So when we submit your music now, because the radio stations already trust that we've already given them 10 hits before, of course they must play this. It's a hit, you know? He's like, the only thing I think you need to do with... He's like, the song that you dropped In the Mood, he's like, I think it's fire. He's like, let's just do a remix to it. Let's put one of the Ambitious Entertainment artists. I wanted MT on it at the time. But the Ambitious CEO at the time, he vouched for Saudi. He's like, yo, man, he's like, yo, if I could lose everybody at this record label and keep one artist, it would be
It would be
Saudi.
Saudi, right.
He's the one who has the melodies. He's got the sauce.
True story,
he's that
though.
guy.
True
you know?
story,
So I was like,
yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
cool. I wasn't really familiar with his game at the time. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. And the next day, Saudi sent his verse. The day after that, we shot the music video for that. The next day, I'm playlisted on radio. It took 3 days.
So there's movement.
You know,
There's
so
movement.
What I couldn't do in 6 months
There's
on my
movement.
own, in less than a week, like Ambitious, it's like the shit. It's getting played everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
So the conversation is always
Yeah.
like record labels are fucked up.
Yeah.
Independence is great.
Yeah.
But what you just described here is how the upside of having a record
There's a
label.
machine there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because on your own, it's you. And then you need to shoot a video. It's like, okay,
From what, bro?
You're already not getting bookings. So where you going to get the money to
What
go
are we
shoot the
doing?
video? And bear in mind, when you shoot the music video, and it doesn't mean you're going to make that money back. Mostly you're not getting that money back. That's your promotional piece of whatever. You know what I mean?
So Ambitions happens
Yeah. So Ambitious happens
for how long?
less than a year.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, less than a year. Yeah.
What happened?
I guess, bro, you know, I signed the deal and cool. Within the mood, they showed me how quick the turnaround time is. Like, yo, you see, and I'm going on tour with Java. I'm going on
You're
tour with
moving,
MT.
bro.
We're moving now. You know, I'm doing shows again. You know, but I guess at the time it was just like I'm not earning my money from these shows. You know what I'm saying? And I'm also hearing through the grapevine that, you know, okay, you know, the team, when, you know, the Ambitious, you know, at the time, the road manager, we're doing a couple of shows. He's telling us that we're doing, these shows are pro bono. They're just promotional stuff. You know, we're just doing it for promotion. And then you're hearing from promoters on the side, like, you know, or from other artists, like, yo, man, like, we paid you guys X amount for that. It's like, what, you guys paid? And I went to go do that show for free, you know? And then, like, there was more people coming to speak up. But, like, I still don't like to speak bad about Ambitious Entertainment.
I feel
you know,
you, I
even
feel
though
you.
my experience wasn't the best experience. I feel like, you know, with independence or signing to a record label, you make it work for yourself. Drake and Kendrick Lamar are signed. And the reason why we know of them is because they were signed. They had someone to market them and bring their music to us. You know what I'm saying? The independent act, you got to do it independently. You know, you don't...
From your own pocket.
From your own pocket, you know. So the chances of you getting played, listed on mainstream platforms and like being heard across the board is
Good
like...
luck, good luck.
Good luck with that. You know, you got to be working really, really hard. So it's like, there is power in the record label, you know. The reason why it was a month, I mean, it was only a year for me. I think at the time, you know, the record label CEO... we worked on this album that we planned to drop, and we had already selected 3 singles. You know, it was like In the Mood, followed by Tela, Zero to Hero with Shane Ego, and I had a song called Smogolo. I had 2 other songs, Smogolo and Lookalike.
Right.
And he told me to my face, like, yo, this Lookalike and Smogolo song are gonna change your life forever. Once we release the song, it's done. You know, but while I'm signed, he's a busy man, he's a businessman, so he's out the country half the time, you know? So you left working, dealing with the people who, you know, who work at the record label.
Right.
So I can't get a hold of the
Jesus,
CEO.
bro.
My stuff is not, you know, like
not
we're
moving.
not shooting the videos. Like you said, we're gonna shoot the videos, you know. I'm sitting at home, I'm doing the shows, but I'm not getting paid for the shows. I'm on standby waiting for monies and, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And and I just sent him a message and I was just like, yo, man, this is what has come to my attention. It's been great, but
Thank you so much.
I kind of gotta go, you know. I think it's just not working out for me. And he didn't fight me too much about it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, all right, cool, man. If you want to leave, I mean, you know, you fulfilled your album. I mean, granted, I mean, my deal with Ambitious was a 3-album deal, you know, contrary to popular belief.
And that was then.
People feel like it was a 1-album deal. Like, oh, Priddy signed the best deal. It was a 1-album deal. He got out of it. No, it's like, no, I did a 1-album deal and I felt like they were in breach of their contract. So I didn't have to fulfill the rest of like what it was, you know?
Right.
And he agreed with me and he's like, okay, cool. There is a breach there. It's fine. If you want to leave. Let's just leave amicably. You don't have to go into social media, speak shit about me, and we're not gonna speak shit about you. Yeah. So I guess that's why it was a year. A year. I
Bro,
guess.
hey, enough about Ambitious. I don't even want to talk about that no more. But that happened.
Yeah.
And then the music still goes on, right?
Yeah.
Because you really believe in your
For sure.
dog. Your talent is incredible, impeccable, crazy shit that you're on. The fight with Casper.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about it.
Let's go.
God dang it.
Yeah.
So what happened? What went wrong?
Ash, I lost. I don't know what you want me to say. I lost. He won the fight. He was victorious. I'm joking. Yeah, I
That's
remember what
crazy.
happened. I mean, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting one. You know, there was a lot of things that. Firstly, let's start by saying this. He won the fight.
Yeah.
And he won the fight. There's nothing more to say about that. He had the better boxing IQ. He had the better boxing experience.
He had it with Knock was after you or before?
Knock was before me. Right?
Knock and
Knock,
then
Slick Talk before
Talk
me.
before
you know?
Yeah.
And even prior to that, you know, he was training to fight AKA. So he had already been training for about 3 years, 4 years, you know?
Right.
And I just come from street fights, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, you get overly, it's like, you know, it's a street fight, you know what I'm saying?
Get in.
I can kick you, I can elbow you, I can whatever, you know, I strangle you,
we can
you know?
kick your Mufasa ass.
Boxing is a different discipline, you know? So I got into the boxing gym. Look, how it actually happened is that Casper was actually supposed to fight Knock Music in a rematch, I guess, you know?
Okay.
And I guess they just couldn't agree on the terms.
Right.
But Casper had already secured the venue. And they had already paid the venue, you know? And I guess like, you know, he ran a poll online and he was like, yo, who would people like to see me fight, you know? And I guess people nominated me because people who know me personally had like seen me fight, I guess, you know? And they're like, yo,
yeah,
Priddy
you also
Ugly,
look
you know?
dangerous, bro.
And I was also like, yeah, man,
you do.
Come on, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, and then, you know, I think he tweeted something like, yo, man, like everybody's afraid to fight me or whatever. And I was like, I'm not. I tweeted it. I responded. I'm like, I'm not afraid, bro.
Yeah.
And
that's the start of everything.
That's how it started, you know. And then he reached out to me and he's like, "Yo, man, are you interested in fighting? Cool." The first thing he asked me was like, "Yo, man, how much do you weigh?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ash, bro, I know for a fact that we're not in the same weight category. I know
of course.
I know, you know."
Yeah.
And I think at the time I was like, you know, 74 kgs or so.
Okay. He was definitely in the hundreds, maybe.
Yeah, he was in the hundreds. He was like, you know, close to 110.
Right.
Yeah, 110.
Right.
And, you know, I was 74. And he's like, damn, that's not gonna work. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. He's like, Ush. He's like, yo, but you would be interested. He's like, it's just an exhibition, right? So it's like, we're not gonna
So
kill
you
each
guys
other,
made
you know?
money out of that? Both of
Yeah,
you?
he made the offer. He made me an offer.
Okay, cool.
You know, I won't disclose.
How much?
The text man, please. Like, I don't want the text man coming for me. Stars, please.
There's load shedding. You're not even checking this out.
Just know that he made the offer and he committed to it and they paid on time.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they paid on time. I think before we even fought, like he paid. Obviously, shout out to my team, Stalo at the time. You know, they make sure that, you know, we had the contracts in place. You know, that we had a catch weight because we were like, okay, cool, because we're like 30 plus kgs apart. You know, and in boxing, you know, weight. There's weight classes for a reason, my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
Dudes, like fights don't happen even if guys are like 1 kg,
No.
you know, over, you know?
Yeah.
So with Casper was 30 plus kgs and he's like, yo, man, and he's like, yo, he's like, look, I'll try cut 15 kgs to like 95 or so, you know? If you can gain 10. And it's like, I mean, and in my head I was like, okay, I mean, we'll try.
Let's see.
Okay, cool, let's go. But he's like, yo, man, we got 6 weeks. This fight is happening now. I'm like, now, bro. I'm like, I need more. I'm December at least. He's like, bro,
you're not ready, dog.
Yeah, no, I wasn't ready.
And all of that when it comes to boxing. Yeah.
And it was just like, bro, we've already made a deposit for the venue. If we don't make this fight happen on that day, we lose the money. And obviously me and my team had to sit down and think about it and deliberate on it. And they were like, you know, they were in support. They're like, man, let's do it. It's an opportunity.
Bro, I'm getting it. You know what? I don't even care about nothing else. I'm getting that bag.
Come on,
I'm getting that bag.
Let's go, you know?
Yeah.
So I got into the boxing gym, Brian Mitchell's Boxing Academy. I had a 5-week training camp.
Yeah.
I had a 6-week training camp, but, you know, 3 of those 6 weeks I was ill. You know, so I suffered from like chronic migraines. So I was in and out of hospital, just, you know, having headache issues.
Yeah.
And I guess the boxing training and the sparring didn't help.
Of course.
A week, 4 days before the fight, I dislocated my shoulder. 2 weeks before the fight, I had injured my wrist and my knuckles.
Jesus Christ.
I was posting videos. I was showing people my hands. I'm like, guys, look at my hands. Look how I'm looking. This is what I'm doing for y'all's entertainment, right?
Right.
And yeah, man, but with that being said, you know, even when people in my circle and the boxing coaches were like, yo, man, like, you can't fight, even if Casper cuts 15 kgs, like, you can't fight a heavyweight fighter because if you get hit, bro, you're going to go down, you know? So even in my training, like, my training was more about training to not get hit than training you know what I'm saying?
That's like on a default already.
But if you look at the fight, it's like, I didn't follow the strategy at all, you know? So let's go to the night of the fight confident Man, come on. I'm not,
Bruh.
bro, I'm not scared. I hadn't been scared throughout the build up of the fight. I think the first time I felt nervous was like walking into the ring. Because
like,
then it was like, oh, damn.
Ding, ding.
Because I'm also stepping out and everyone is cheering Casper's name. It's like, oh.
Oh, that was the environment?
But bear in mind, like he's the superstar.
He's the
bigger artist. He's
right.
the biggest, arguably the biggest artist,
in
hip hop
South
artist in the
Africa.
country, right?
Right.
So I'm stepping out of there and everyone is cheering his name. It's like, okay. I mean, there's people cheering for me too, you know, but it's just like, okay. People are cheering for Casper. So already the ego kicks in. So it's like, already strategy out the window.
Out the window.
Because I was told, stay away from him. Try avoid, just make him box, make him move around 3 rounds, 4th round, 5th round, we start fighting. I mean, the fight was only supposed to be like 4 or 5 rounds.
Right.
Yeah, 5th round, we start fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you look at the fight, man, I walk into the ring, the nerves kick in, you're blinded by the lights immediately. The ego kicks in, and we start. You know, and I get hit and I go down. I don't even really remember getting hit. I just remember getting up. You know, I was like, okay. I'm like, okay. So now when you get hit, now it's all ego. And I was like, oh shit, okay, you hit me. Now I'm coming for you.
So there's no strategy anymore.
So now there's no strategy. Now if you look at the fight, I just keep coming for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, man. And then and I lost the fight, man. He was the better fighter.
Would you do it again?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Who are you fighting next? If you would do it again. Who you got on your list?
I don't necessarily have anyone on my list, but like anyone who's willing to fight me in my weight category, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Who would be in your? I don't know. Nah, I don't fight though.
Tkay's a much bigger guy, though.
I look big, right? Yeah. But I mean, nothing here, bro.
As it sits right now, I'm like 78 kgs. You know what I'm saying? So it would need to be someone in between 75 and 85.
You should fuck Mac G up, bro.
You know? Mac, nah, I got love for Mac, man. Yeah, I mean, Mac is just doing his job. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are not always gonna say favorable things about you, but it's not personal. I take nothing personally.
No, that's my dude. I'm just like it'll be a great fight.
I need someone serious. It's like, you know, there was somebody that I was speaking about fighting, bro, and it saddens me to say this. R.I.P. my guy Paul. You know, me and him are like the same size.
What, car accident?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
You know, actor, a phenomenal guy, bro. You know, like I had known him. You know, he used to be a presenter on a show called Shizness, which was a hip hop show in South Africa, and I grew up watching Shizness. Shizness was the first platform the first TV platform I'd ever been part of. You know, so I'd known him from back then, and he actually acted in some roles where he's a boxer. And so as a result, he's been training as well, you know. So me and him spoke about it all the time, but just like, you know, just like, yo, man, we gotta set it up, we gotta make it happen, you know. Like I said, it was same size, same weight, same height. I think he would have been a perfect person, but
Priddy, why you losing people, bro? Like this dude right here. But I also heard a story about how you had spoken to Rick 3 days or a few days before he's passing.
3 days before he's passing.
And he was supposed to come over to your house to give your daughter some Snickers and stuff like that, and trying to hang out with you. Bro, tell me about that story, man. Like just briefly, my guy is telling me we're already running out of time.
For
like,
sure, bro.
What?
Yeah, man. It's just like, I guess we're losing people because the reality of like growing up and living is that we're all gonna die. So it's just
mortality is real, dog.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So, you know, so life is just playing out as it's intended to be. You know what I mean? Yeah, but with Rick, man, rest Ricky's soul. You know, me and Ricky have a long history, obviously, together.
At least he died after the beef was squashed.
Yeah, we squashed our little beef, you know, and it wasn't even like a real thing, bro. You know, I just like, you know, Ricky used to invite me to his place. You know, he was interested in signing me. I guess at the time I wasn't interested in signing. And he was fine with that. He was like, okay, cool. But I guess what upset him is that I went on to sign to Ambitious Entertainment after I said I'm not trying to sign.
This mother flipper.
So he's like, what the hell? You know, so I guess that caused him to be like a little bit distant, you know? You know, so yeah, it was just like a bit weird with us for a couple of years. And then eventually, you know, we aired things out. We spoke about it. We were cool. And about 3 days before he passed away, not even 3 days, like a couple of weeks before he passed away, he started reaching out to me more, just calling me. He had just started a podcast.
People be knowing though. People be knowing without knowing. You know what I mean?
It's just crazy. You know, he just started this podcast and he wanted me to come on the podcast, to come speak to him. And we spoke for like an hour, you know, over the phone. He's like, yo, bro, I don't want us to speak about the industry. He's like, I want us to speak about being men, being fathers, being present fathers, being a married man, those things, those challenges.
Right.
So I was like, all right, yeah, no, sure, I got you. And then 3 days before he passes, he calls me again. And he called me to apologize. And for me, it was weird because like, yo, we had already reconciled
We squashed it
a year ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, bro, I'm just saying sorry, bro. And you know, like when someone calls you, like they call you, but you need to, like now you need to maintain the conversation. So he calls me, but like he's quiet on the phone. So I'm the one like, yo.
You're wondering like,
yo,
what's
up?
good, bro?
You good, bro? And I'm just like, you know, we're just making like conversation. Yo, how's the fam? I hope the fam is good, bro. You good? He's like, yeah. So I was just like, yo, man, Ricky's like weird, man. And then eventually, you know, as the conversation goes on, he was like, yo, bro, I'm sorry for everything. And I just feel bad that like, I feel like I haven't been the big brother to you that I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? You got a daughter. I've never met your daughter. You know, we live like 10 minutes away from each other. I've never come to see you at your spot. He's like, yo, man, please give me your daughter's shoe sizes. You know, I want to bring you some Cotton Fest merchandise. Also, bro, are you down? I'm doing Cotton Fest again. Are you down to do Cotton Fest this year? I'm like, hell yeah. Bro. He's like, yo, we got to do a song before we do Cotton Fest, you know? I'm like, yeah, for sure, bro. He's like, yo, man, can I come see you on Wednesday morning, in the mornings, you know? Before the day gets busy. I'm like, yeah, sure, hell yeah, you know?
Right.
We hang up shop. I tell Herc, I'm in the studio with Herc. I'm like, yo, Ricky called me. That conversation was weird.
Wild, bro.
You know? I'm like, I don't know if he's okay though. But anyway, we keep it moving. And the morning he was supposed to come and see me.
That was it?
Yeah, I get a call from Herc at 6 a.m. in the morning. Like, yo, bro, Ricky took his life.
Damn.
And yeah, bro, that's like, they you know, there haven't been like a lot of deaths. And it's sad to say this, you know, we spoken about like us being desensitized to death.
Right,
you know?
right.
Like funerals happen all the time, and we just like keep it moving. You know, it's like niggas die a day, respectfully. You know?
I'm really sorry about your loss, bro, because you guys knew each other personally like that. Yeah. Some of us in B-Dub just see you guys, and it looks happy, it looks rosy, and popsicles. Everything is great. Then you hear that story, you're like, wait, all of that stuff that we saw, was that like a facade, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just,
but let's talk about beautiful things.
For sure.
Let's talk about beautiful things.
Let's
talk about this tattoo right here that you got.
For sure, bro.
Africa.
Yeah.
What are we talking about there? What's going on?
Come on. I don't want to bump the mic. So basically,
is it? Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you see it, but like, there it is, right there. I mean, designed by myself. So I mean, I grew up drawing and sketching. You know,
many talents.
One of the ways I secured Buntle is like I drew a picture of her, like back in the day, like a portrait of her.
Security.
We still have, I mean, so the last 3 tattoos that I had, like I stenciled them myself. I wanted to have my daughter's name on it, but I wanted to do the font myself.
Right.
And so I did my own font, but I wanted the font to look like an Aztec type of font, like a font that you find like in an ancient cave, you know. So
right.
that's what I did. Created my own font. I actually should patent this. Actually, you know.
You should.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people should. Yeah.
Come on, but that's my daughter. The reason why it's on my left knee is like I grew up playing semi-pro soccer.
Nice.
And I've had 6 knee operations. And
what? Hold on. What?
Yeah, I've had 6 knee operations. 6 knee operations. So when I was 13, I developed a knee tumor in my left knee. And I've since operated on my left knee like 4 times.
Hey, dog.
Twice on my right knee. And and I just been through a lot with my left leg just generally.
Like it.
So my daughter is she's like my crutch on this leg.
It's gotta be a guardian angel right there.
She's protecting me. Yeah, I mean, so I needed that. Yeah. So I mean, that's my daughter.
So you made Africa, huh?
Dog.
So how'd you make Africa?
I don't take full credit. I mean,
of course. But how'd you make Africa? How'd you make Africa? Let's hear that story.
I mean, beautifully, you know, beautifully.
My bad.
You know, beautifully, God made sure that 2 beautiful specimens were together in one room, and then let there be light.
Let there be light. Kaboom!
Here she is today.
The Big Bang Theory.
You know what I mean? Come on.
But being married to Buntle, bro.
Yeah.
Also, you're married to a really good-looking woman.
Yeah, beautiful.
Right?
Woman.
Did you ever have nerves dating her before asking her to marry you?
I did,
yeah.
Yeah.
What was that like, bro?
I fancied Buntle since I was 16. You know, since I first laid eyes on her.
Right.
You know, on Chiga.
Just took you a long time, innit? Until she had to do it.
Yeah, she had to
Damn,
do
man.
it. Yeah. Riz points.
What's going on, bro?
Riz points down. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Like, anyone who grew up with me knows that I was like, I never made moves on girls, you know? It's like, not to be vain or anything.
They
like,
make them on
they
you.
always made moves on me. So it's like, you feel me? So it's like, that just was not my portion, bro. So it's like, I really fancied Buntle. But ironically enough, with Buntle was the first girl that I ever intentionally made plans to actually put myself in the same spaces with, you know? So I'd get a friend of mine to like get her BBM pin at the time and like start chatting to her and then like plug, you know? So I actually, as much as like, I didn't make the first move or whatever, I conspired. I was orchestrating everything.
You
know
got
what
the phone number from somebody else as
I got
well.
it from somebody else.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up to the events that she's dancing at, you know?
Right.
And granted, I'm there. It's very stalkery because like I'm there, but I'm not making it known that I'm there. I'm not going to her. I'm just
Creeps.
like, I'm just checking her out.
Creeps.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so it took a while. And then we ended up like dancing for the same dance crew.
Dope.
And then we were in each other's space a lot, you know? That developed the friendship a little more. And then eventually she made the first move. But I knew from the jump that like I was going to marry her.
What was the first? Ooh. For real?
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get back to that quickly. Yeah. How many minutes now? We're good. How many can we add?
It's long.
10 more.
Let's go.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you knew you, oh my God, that's so deep. That's so deep.
Yeah.
Not a lot of, do niggas know? Niggas know, right?
Niggas know. Niggas know, yeah.
Niggas know.
I think a lot of niggas are in denial though when they do know.
But niggas know.
But they know.
They just still want to fuck shit in the streets. They still want to fuck around. Yeah, but they know.
Yeah.
First kiss. Where was it? Do you remember? How was it?
Yeah, I remember. It was at my place.
My nigga. Shout out Priddy.
It was at my place. She was actually she had a boyfriend.
Word!
At the time, too. She had a boyfriend.
I feel like I need another conversation with my sister. You know what I mean?
But granted, her and this boyfriend were shaky.
Rocky.
And she was about to take this trip to Holland, right?
Right.
And she's like, yo, before I go to this, before I go on this trip, can I come see you? She comes to see me. I'm with my sister at home. I was kind of home alone with my sister at the time. She came to come see me, you know, legs out. First time I'd seen like her legs.
Is this the first time you told her you needed a dress on? Not the first time.
Sorry, my baby. You know,
legs came out playing,
that nigga doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He's gonna see this. If he's
forget that nigga, bro.
Forget that nigga. So yeah, bro, she comes to see me, and then like, bro, I had her like the way I was like so like shook, and like I had her there, and I opened up my laptop, and I was playing her battle rap stuff. We're watching battle raps, playing some Eminem unreleased music, you know. Because at the time she told me Eminem was her favorite rapper, so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't know what, you know, because my sister's in the house too, so it's like I don't want to. It's like, I'm really into this girl. I really want to make the move. But like, but I also felt like every guy that's ever been in her life probably wants to screw on the first day anyway.
Right.
So it's like, I need to be different. Even though I want to, I'm not going to act on it.
Good man.
And we didn't.
Good man.
So nothing happened. It was a first kiss. It was beautiful. And I knew from that kiss for sure. Like, I'm like, this woman's my wife for sure. And granted, and I'll tell you this, you know, before I started dating Buntle, there was a young lady that I was dating at the time. And we're together for 3 years, you know, like, 3 years. She passed away in a car accident. And
Priddy, we need to pray, man. Priddy, you're losing a lot of people.
Man,
God damn it.
And I address all of this in my music, man. It's all there in the music, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, so she passed away, and I took it hard, you know, I was a teenager, and a week before she passed away, I cheated on her. She was the first girl I ever cheated on, you know? I guess the only girl I've cheated on.
Right.
Like, you know, like that, you know?
Cheating also has like different, you know.
Yeah, so it's just like, so I cheated on her and she passed away a week later, right?
A week later?
But I also took responsibility for her death because she passed away on the way to a funeral with her parents. And she didn't want to go to the funeral, right? And I convinced her to go to the funeral because I wanted to go attend a dance event that Buntle was dancing at. Bear in mind, I haven't met Buntle yet. I've only heard about her. I want to go see her. But I'm like, I can't go see Buntle.
God will just judge. God will just judge both of you.
With me,
God
you know
is just
saying?
judging both. God will just judge both of you. God.
Mudimu, amen. Yo, please.
No, but I feel
You know what
though.
I'm saying?
You can't blame yourself for that, bro.
So when she passed away, bro, I took full responsibility for it, and I made a pact with God. I'm like, yo, man, then if I get a chance to love again, and if there's ever if you give me an opportunity to be in a relationship with anyone else,
bro.
I'm never. Lord, I'm not gonna fuck up. Blasphemy, even me. I'm not gonna mess it up. Excuse me.
I get it.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that next girl was Buntle. So it's just like, so it's a pact that I've made to myself. It was a pact I made to God. So it's like, I've needed to honor that, irrespective of whatever temptation. I'm also a human being, bro. I can still look at someone and be like, oh, she's beautiful. It doesn't mean I'm going to do anything about her being beautiful.
Of course.
You know? It's like, oh, okay, cool. She's fly. The same way I can be like, yo, that nigga, my boy's dripping over there. Like, hey, Tkay, the haircut, yo, the beard, boy. Hey, just give me some beard, my boy.
Hey,
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the same way we can be like, oh, that girl is dripping. It's like, oh, she's fly. But it doesn't mean I'm going to I don't want anything. Like, Buntle is who. So I'm only saying that so that like people don't think like, I'm not Jesus for being with Buntle.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I need to make the active decision and choice. I choose her every day. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I was telling? I told your wife that you're one of the people that I don't know your personal life, right? Sure. So we'll never know 100% what kind of person you are.
Yeah.
But from what I see, right, you're kind of really setting the standard, bro. Yeah. You're really setting the standard. The things that I hear about what you do for her, and right now you're sitting next opposite me and you're saying all these things that you made a pact. Yeah. Is it possible for a man 2024, good looking brother as you are, everybody's good looking, to actually still make a pact that I will not cheat on my woman? Is that possible?
Man, we don't see it happening. So it's just like, I'm not saying it's not a possibility.
Yeah.
But like, that's the very same reason as well also. I'm not saying I'm in a relationship and I'm committed to Buntle because I want people to follow my lead. But it's just like, we need to set examples, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And I think you're doing great, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because I also I got a daughter, bro. So young men one day are going to want my daughter. And if they don't have good examples of what it's like to be a good man to a woman more specifically, my daughter's going to get played. You know what I'm saying? So like, but if I can change a few young men's perspective and be like, yo, man, the way Priddy did things, I've had so many guys come up to me like, yo, man, like, yo, you made me want to take care of my girl. You know what I'm saying? Yo, watching you
straight up
makes me want to, so many young guys reach out like, yo, man, I'm struggling. Like, how do you do it? Like, give me advice. So, and it's just like, it's hard to give advice. It's just like, yo, man, just try to choose her every day, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Yeah. I'm inspired, honestly.
Yo, that's all, G.
I'm inspired. Like, on the road, man, it's, dog, I want to get married tomorrow. That's
Come on, do it, bro. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
I'm doing it.
Come on, I got married and like people say I've been glowing since, you know what I'm saying? Dog,
yeah,
I mean,
it's my hair
grew out.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Come on, you know what I'm saying?
You actually got a hairline and it's working, you know what I mean?
Maybe it's the marriage, who knows?
Has Buntle ever fucked up a girl for trying to mess up with you?
No, Buntle's loving. She's sweet. She's,
PR, come on,
and she never needed to. She's always been strong in who she is. You know what I'm saying? If anything, if that were to happen, like she'd have to fuck me up because it was like that girl.
There's got to be a conversation
because that girl owes Buntle nothing. That's not Buntle's girlfriend.
But you owe Buntle.
I owe Buntle everything. So if that girl is able to infiltrate, Buntle has no business fighting that girl. It's like I'm the one that did her dirty. Same and same way back to her, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't fight, dude. Everywhere I go, dudes are looking at Buntle's bar, and I'm not the biggest guy in the world. You know, so as a result, you know, niggas and the ego. Now it's different because we married, you know. But when we were younger, dog, like guys would dismiss me all the time. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I can't fight them. Like they don't owe me anything. Even the guys that are in Buntle's DMs now, like that guy doesn't know me shit.
Ooh, you just walked into my right quick. Oh my God. This is so freaky, bro. Dog.
Come on, dog.
No, on the real, dog. I was like, oh my. The next question would have been like, do you guys share passwords? And then you said guys in her DMs. Shit. Yeah. But anyway, that's the question, though.
No, we've shared passwords. We've shared each other's passwords from the inception of our relationships. Granted, passwords have changed or whatever. Like, Buntle can unlock my phone now and take BTS pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Like, let me not give up. I was about to say, like, yo, I have a place where I keep my passwords, and no, because I don't want someone to find them. And I was like, my social media is there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's nothing. It's nothing personally. I have access to Wiiingz' phone, but it's like we've been together for such a long time, bro. 15 years is like it's 15 years this year. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
married
lot
for
of
5.
time.
You know what I mean?
That's a long time.
So it's just like I have no like.
That's your nigga
I trust
right there.
it. That's my nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? And because we have such a transparent relationship, like you know, I can be like, yo, man, yo, check who DM me. Like, yo, this person said this. And she'd be like, yo, you remember that guy?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. She's like, look, I'm like, so niggas think I don't know. And I still go and shake these guys' hands. Like, yo, what's up, my boy? You good?
It better not be niggas in the industry, though.
Oh, of course. I mean,
oh my
it
God,
be like
dog.
that. It be like that. It's been like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but they don't owe me anything. So I don't take it personally. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Niggas will be niggas. And
niggas gon' nig.
Niggas will nig.
Yeah. I mean,
niggas will nig.
Yeah.
But tell me about, we're about to wrap up. I hate this part.
Yeah.
But the two of you being married, you're an artist.
Yeah.
She's an artist. Where do you strike the balance? Who has to go out to what? And you kind of fall back. Who has to not do it and the other has to go out?
For sure.
What about how does it work? Like practically in the family? Yeah.
For sure. The beautiful thing is that we have a beautiful, loving, and supportive family structure around
you. Right.
So on days where B needs to work and I gotta be around to have to fetch Africa from school, I'm there.
Right.
I'm committed to it.
Right.
And on days where I can't, my mom's a call away, like, Ma, can you please fetch Africa from school? I'll fetch her after I'm done. Or can you keep her for a week?
Right.
Which my mom has been. Wiiingz needed to go back to work 3 weeks after giving birth to Africa.
God damn
She had to go work on a film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A Netflix series, actually.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
has it dropped yet?
yeah, Jiva was
dropped.
It was the dancing. So it was what, 2019?
Yeah.
And she has to go back to work. And I remember at the time, I was still working on a project. And I was like, yo, man, I'm home. But like, I'm home. Well, you got to move to Cape Town because we live in Joburg, right?
Right.
You got to move to Cape Town to go shoot the thing. Okay, cool. Africa's 3 weeks. But you still need to breastfeed Africa, you know. Wiiingz still wants to be there for her daughter, of course.
Right.
So I was like, yo, I'll come with you. Like, we'll move to Cape Town with you.
Let's do it, yeah.
And I stayed in the hotel with the baby, you know, half the time while B was at work, and she'd have to come home and take care of the baby and then breastfeed, and then she had early call times, and it's just like we are best friends, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like Jay-Z and
we're
Beyonce,
supporting,
bro.
and the same thing. Like if I'm away, like my daughter right now is with my mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before we left, we were at Wiiingz's mother's place, and she was with Wiiingz's mother, and Wiiingz has sisters. You know what I'm saying?
So what? It's really two people just really understanding each other and
100%,
understanding their schedules and their lives.
100%.
And not having a problem with it as friends. To know that, look, I could stretch, you could stretch, and people agree on that.
Because like, you know, a lot of people, and I've said this before, you know, because people are like, yo, it's 50-50. No, dog. It's 100, it's 100, bro.
Gabriella and freaking Dwayne.
But for real, it's just like, yo, man, sometimes my 50% may not cover the 50. Sometimes she needs to be that 100%.
Yeah.
Either because I'm like too busy, or I'm going through things, or I'm ill, bro, or like my spirit is low, you know, and like vice versa, you know. So sometimes, it's never even 100. It's just like, yo, give your all, and I'm gonna give you my all. But ultimately, bro, like we dedicate our all to our daughter. So whatever we need to sacrifice, if it's work, is that. You know what I mean?
I love that.
Yeah.
Bruv, I don't know what else to tell you apart from how cool you guys really are. And I hate that we're about to wrap up. Yeah. But in my last question, right? Because I got to ask this. Yeah. Actually, 2 questions.
For sure.
What is the future of your music? You're signed now.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
To
Stay Low.
Yes, sir. Right? What is the future of your music? What can we expect from Priddy Ugly? Yeah. And then the last question I'll ask you, because it's a very important question.
For sure. You guys can still definitely expect to hear more Priddy Ugly music. Yeah. I mean, we made an announcement last year about, you know, Dust being my last album.
Yes. I was like, what?
Yeah, but I didn't say I'm retiring from music. I didn't say I'm not going to make music anymore. I'm just saying I've spent my whole life working on bodies of work. You know?
Yeah.
And maybe one day I'll wake up and change my mind. I'm saying, as it stands right now, an album is not really what I'm working towards. You know, man, you're gonna get singles from me. You're gonna get like collaborations. I'm still actively making music. Just takes so much to work on an album, and it's expensive. People underestimate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely more music from Priddy Ugly for sure. Kana, what was the second part of the question?
So the second question is...
Did I answer the first question, though?
You did. Perfectly.
Okay, sure. All right,
perfectly. Cool. The second part of it is that, what do you want out of life?
Bro, I would like that...
you got to think about it.
Yeah, when all is said and done, brother, I would love to ultimately be a very, very powerful ancestor to my descendants.
Dope.
And by that I mean, bro, if you're a powerful ancestor, it means that I put in the groundwork so that you guys are able to reap the success. Even if I don't see it in my lifetime, that my children's children are going to be good because of the work that me and my wife put in. So that even when they pray,
right,
you know, to their ancestors, and they thinking about, yo, my Malome, Ricardo, guy, you know, it's just like, but that has to do with everything, like what I ate, how I took care of myself, because like they're gonna have to tap into my genes. Because people think like calling on your ancestors is like something like mythical, like it's magic and like they appear from somewhere. It's like, no, they're in your bloodstream, you know, they're in your consciousness. You know what I mean? So it's like they'll be able to meditate and tap into what fueled him, like what made my uncle or my great grandfather like the kind of guy he was. And it's like, and the footprints are here in the conversations that I'm having with you. Yeah. They're able to go back and tap into that conversation and be like, oh, that's how he thought. Oh, that's what his driving force was. Oh, I needed to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Or like if I was a good athlete, I used to sprint really well. So it's like if that bro, you know, wakes up one day and is able to run, it's like he's able to harness that power because I existed. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, just to put in the great groundwork so that, man, you know, like in the future, you know, we laid the right foundation for, you know, the pyramid and the tower
that's coming
that
up.
Our descendants, you know, end up building.
I love that. Yeah. Beautiful, bro. And then your last words to Africa.
Ooh.
You gotta take your shades off for this one.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's speak to your daughter, you know what I mean? And I'm doing this very intentionally, by the way. Yeah. Because these digital prints are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna see these one day, you know?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, damn.
You the one that's gonna cry now? I wanna see this.
No.
I wanna see.
Relax. No, because I love her, dude. Like, it's like, you know, Africa.
Also, who does she look like mostly?
Damn, it differs every day, you know?
Yeah.
On the angle, on the look. Like, I see her mother. I see a little version of her mom.
Probably her mother sees you.
You know, her mother sees me. Other people will be like, yo, Ricardo, we don't see you at all. And other people will go to Buntle and be like, Buntle, you are non-existent here, you know? So it's just like, it depends on the day, the hairstyle, the whatever. But I think it was a perfect blend of like myself and Buntle's genes for sure. We always wondered like what our child would kind of like look like. Right. And it's so weird, you know, like manifestation is such a crazy thing. Before I speak to you, my baby girl.
Yeah.
Me and Buntle, you know, would kind of think about like what our daughter would look like, what our child would look like. And, you know, we have all sorts of apps that you have now. You can fuse different things. And I remember like a couple of years ago, we had seen a picture of like a baby girl. Don't know if she was real. She might have been real or not. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And, you know, she had a mini afro, like my kind of eyebrows or Buntle's lips.
Yeah.
She was like,
the one with the piercing.
Yeah. Boy with the piercing and some tattoos. I mean, beautiful girl. And we're like, oh, you know, we think our child will look, bro. And when Africa was born, like Africa looked like that child.
Wow.
Africa, I mean, we remember seeing the ultrasound, Africa's thing, you know, and you could see her hair in Buntle's stomach. Because we were like, what's that? And the doctor would be like, no, that's her hair stick. And I was like, you know, and I was there when Buntle was giving birth, you know, and the first thing I saw was Africa's head. And I'm like, the first comment I made was like, whoa, she has so much hair.
That's wild,
bro. But to my baby girl, man, it's just like, you are the reason for everything that I do. You are my reason for life. And I love my life. Yeah. I love God. Yeah. I love my wife. But even in times where my love for my wife and my love for God and my love for myself and my life wasn't sufficient enough to make me feel like I deserve to live any further, Africa was a reason I couldn't do anything to myself. I'm talking about when I was at the lowest of lows.
Real
this
life
happens.
stuff.
You know
Real
what I'm
life
saying?
stuff.
Real life happens.
Yeah.
And just thoughts of me not being able to see my daughter grow.
Right.
Thoughts of me not being able to walk her down the aisle, see her have children, haunted me. And it's like, I need to be there for her. And I love you. You are my reason for breathing. You are my inspiration. She's like, man, I have days where, I have my own battles, where I'm down,
Right.
where I'm ill.
Yeah.
And irrespective of how I'm feeling, just seeing Africa,
Brightens it all up.
it makes it all go away, bro. It's just all worth it. I love you. You are everything. You are named Africa for a reason.
For a reason. Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to speak about the reason here, but you're going to live your life finding out and knowing exactly why,
Africa.
Because Africa is home. Africa is us. We are Africans. We are in Africa right now. We exist because of Africa. Mankind is Africa.
Can I also name my babies Africa?
Come on, of course.
I can
We
do
welcome
that,
you
right?
all. And I love you, baby girl.
Let's do it.
I will tell you a whole life about how much I love you.
Ah, man. Good man.
Bless
Last
up, King.
message to the people that you've met today, yesterday,
Man.
and when you landed. The
Man, you
people
guys-
of Botswana.
You guys are amazing. Botswana, I love you. We're going to be back very, very soon. I'm planning a show out here in Botswana, so I'm going to be reaching out to you.
It's brothers that actually want to link up with you, by the way.
Yeah, bro.
Just by the way.
There's gonna be some guys, out here that I would love to have, all the dope hip hop acts, more specifically,
Yeah.
let's put on a hip hop show for the people out here. The love, the reception has been amazing, Matthew, Angel, you guys have
Shout
been
out.
amazing.
Shout out.
TK, we appreciate you guys. The humility, guys. Boto.
Yeah.
Malona.
Yeah.
Man.
One time.
I love you guys, Botswana. Come on. I mean, even look at the colors today. What?
Yeah, you got white, blue, and black right there in the theme, dog. They gotta stop playing with you.
You gotta
dog.
say more, bro.
Don't play with
Don't
them.
play with me, man.
Brother, I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, King.
It's crazy how, dog, life is crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get too deep into it. But thank you so much for stopping by.
For sure.
Thank you so much for blessing us. Thank you so much for pouring into the Juice 2.0. And okay, is he drunk?
I don't know. I don't know what's up with that guy.
But thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
And I wish you nothing but the best in your career as a father, as a dad, that's father, as a husband.
Yeah.
Everything else that you do, man, may God fully bless you. Whatever your heart's desires are, my brother, the next time I'm gonna see you, we gotta talk about how this conversation and my wishes and my prayer for you were actually fulfilled to an extent where we actually have a full conversation about, yo, bro, you won't even imagine this happened. And I think that's really the beauty of life, man, when you think about it, to be able to feel God's desires for our lives and walk into that manifestation every other day of our lives. So get that,
Let's
brother.
go.
And one
TK,
time-
bro, I appreciate you. I love you all the best. And the Botswana artists, people of Botswana, please come support TK.
Come
Get on the
through.
show. Don't be afraid. The conversation's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
You're great at what you do. Keep it up.
Appreciate you.
Bless
Ladies
up,
and
kid.
gentlemen, the sensational, talented, rapper extraordinaire, NTJA'KA, the hit maker. Priddy Ugly. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
What's going on, YouTube? My name is TK of the Juice 2.0. I'm just here to say thank you very much for checking our video and click subscribe, like, and the notification button for more content just like that.